Yo, we talking about groceries on FBA. Yo, easy. Yeah. J to the O, the Mayos. Groceries on FBA. What you know about that? Step your game up, suck it.
Hey everybody, Shawn Mayo here. Today we're going to go through the product search page on Tactical Arbitrage. This is the main part of the main script that's going to help us find products to sell on Amazon. So there's a few important things before we get started. On the right hand side will be any of the most recent updates. I'm not going to go through them because they are changing almost every day. The first option is going to show you all the domains with UPCs. So if we click on that, it's going to take us to a Google Drive file that's going to show us all the currently supported sites for each country, US, Canada, UK, one in Australia. And it's going to show you the status of them. If they are in green, basic instructions, image and search style, basic instructions and image only. In orange is basic instructions and search style only. If it's in white, it's basic instructions only. So this is probably the sidebar information that they've added. If it's yellow, it's been repaired. I think this is something that they use with their developers, but they've given us access to it as well. So you can tell kind of where all the pages are at, but what we want to look at is the match grade on the right hand side. And of course UPC matching is going to be the best option, because that's going to do a direct UPC match from the site into Amazon. So if the UPC is in Amazon, the UPC is in the source site, like Babies R Us in this example, then it's going to be able to find the exact item or a very close match. The ones that do title matching is only going to be doing a search on Amazon, and they've put a grade of, average, very good, good, as you can see when you scroll down here. Some are even poor, some don't have anything for a description. So the ones with the UPCs are usually going to be the best. The next thing are a few video tutorials that Alex has created himself, and it just links you to the frequently asked questions page, and then you can see those links right there. XPath examples are for the advanced user settings, which you can find right here, and that is so you can create your own sites. Maybe if there's a site that's not listed, they haven't added yet. If you have XPath and or programming experience, you might be able to create your own. The premium bulk lists are something that myself and a few other people are allowed to do. We're the only ones at this time who are able to create these lists, and what these are premium lists that you can buy currently from $10 to $20 up to about $35, depending on how hard and how big the site is. They're not available, they're not done for all 200 or more sites that are in Tactical Arbitrage, but new ones come out almost every day from various people, and you can click on any of the links next to the names and get the information on it and buy it. And what it is it's a complete list of every item in the specific store. So I'm sorry, it's a complete list of every category in that store with the amount of items in each category. So it's very useful when you do the searches, because you need to know the amount of pages and the amount of items to know the amount of pages, and those names to create bulk lists or to create individual searches. So it's a great resource. And then any recent updates is just going to take you to the updates tab, which you can find right here. So that's it for the sidebar. Now when we get into the actual product search, there is a way to upload in bulk, which will show you that later on in this video. But for now, I'm going to show you how to select a site and then what all the options do, so you know exactly how to get the best results out of Tactical Arbitrage. So I'm going to go ahead and go back down to Walmart, where we started with before, and we've spoken about this in other videos. There's a version you can use the API keys, which is much better. Walmart has a limit of 1,000 items per search or per category, so you're only going to be able to see the first 1,000 items. And I know for a fact that there's over 100,000 items in each category, and if you in some categories. So if you look at one of those categories that have 100,000 items or close to it, you're still only going to see 1,000 when you go to Walmart.com. So everything that's currently being supported is shown in this pull down. So when you go to the category, every store is going to be different. Some stores will just need some information out of the web link, out of the URL. Some will want the full URL. So if we go to a site like Target, for example, they don't want the full URL. They only want the category ID code. So what we have to do is pull that category ID out of there. So it's very important to get these two pieces of information. The first one is the actual category example, and you can click on those and it will put them right into the category space. And you need to know how many products per page, because for the next option, you probably want to start on page 1 of your searching, but the page to end on is going to vary depending on how many items are in each page. So if you go to, we're going to copy this and we're just going to go over to Walmart and take a look at this category. So with Walmart, since they want an actual link, you can go and do any search, you can do any, look up any category or department, and it's going to pull that information for you. So you can do a search just like you normally would. You know, let's look at, let's say all the Legos we want to look at. So we have a URL. Now, this is showing Legos, but it's not showing the actual product. See, this is just a main category page, so we have to go to a page where it's going to show actual products for them to search on. So if we go to, let's say, building sets under this, now you see this is an actual product search. And you can see there's only 25 pages. There's 40 items per page on Walmart, so 25 pages is going to be the maximum. 25 times 40 is 1,000, and that's where you get the 1,000 items that I mentioned before. So now we have a search that we're ready to do. We're going to go back to Tactical Arbitrage. We're going to paste that full URL in there. We're going to start on page 1, and if you want to look up the whole thing, we're going to go to page 25. And that's all there is to it. Now, once you've done this, you can click on this button to use last filter settings, and it's going to bring up whatever the last search is that you did. But for now, we're going to go over what each one of these settings are and how they can apply to you. So the first two is just two of the exact same thing that you can set up. So store price adjustment, it's going to reduce by whatever. So if you have a special coupon, you have some kind of gift card, you can enter that in there. So if you got a 5% gift card and you've got you know, some kind of coupon to get off of your store price, or whatever kind of cash back from a credit card, or however you want to do it. You don't have to fill either one of these out. You don't have to fill anything out on this of these filter options. If you leave it blank, it's just going to ignore it and show you all the results. So now it's going to reduce by 5 and reduce by 10, so it's going to take 15% off of the total when it does a search for each individual item. State sales tax, but this can be used for anything, any reason that you would need to increase the price by a percentage. So if somebody does prep, then they charge you a percentage of it. You have a 7% sales tax in your state, or whatever the reason is. The first two will decrease what the total cost is by that percentage. This one is going to increase it. The third option for state sales tax will increase it by that percentage. Now this option is going to remove everything with a rank over 100,000. Or any number you put in there, whatever you want your limit to be. If it's 50,000, 70,000, you just enter that number in there, and it's going to filter all those results. You won't ever see them. Remove products with more than a certain amount of sellers. So if you don't want to see anything that has over 50 sellers, then you would enter 50 in there. Remove oversized products. Will remove all products from your display that are oversized. If you click the checkbox. Remove out-of-stock products. Will remove anything sold out at Walmart or whatever store you're searching. Include shipping prices in totals of merchant fulfilled sellers. So what we showed you in the settings overview is going to apply here. If you enter your API keys and information from Amazon, then here it will be able to include the shipping prices. The next option removes products with an Amazon price of less than whatever it is. So if the Amazon price is less than $10, for example, if you enter a 10, then it's not going to show you anything that is $10 or less. Remove products in Amazon with keywords. So if you were looking at blocks or looking at Legos and you don't want to see anything from Mega Blocks, you could type in Mega Blocks in here, and it would remove anything that it found with those in the keywords. And this is the same search but for the title. So anything with Mega Blocks in the title, for example, it would remove those listings. Add to source title when searching on Amazon. So if you wanted to, when you were doing a title search, you could add the word Lego along with whatever the title of anything in this search would be when it was doing title matching, and it would add that to the searches. This option is to only calculate FBA return if Amazon sales price is a certain amount times the store price. So it's only going to calculate, and it's going to filter out anything that doesn't have a certain times the store price. So if the store price is 10, you could enter 1.5 in here. So it would only look at items that the Amazon price was $15, which would be 1.5 times the store price. Cost to prep per standard product. So what this is going to do is add whatever you put in here. So if you pay $1 extra to a prep company for prepping your products, it's going to add $1 to that cost. And this option is the same but for oversized. So if you pay $1 for standard size and $1.50 for oversized, you would put in 1 here and 1.5 here, or 150. Cost per pound to ship to Amazon. So you can enter an approximate cost per pound if you wish, 30 or 35 cents or whatever you've calculated it out to be. This option is to only keep data if the gross profit is at least a certain price. So if you need to make a minimum of $5 profit, then after everything else has been taken into account, if you're not making $5, it will filter those items out. And the same with this. It's only going to keep the data if the ROI is at least 50%. And you can use both of these options as well. So if it will only show it if you're making $5 profit and a 50% ROI. And the last two are allow it to show when there's no match results and see only when it's no match results. So this normally isn't going to show you if there's not a match, but it will if you instruct it to by clicking this box. And this one is going to only show you the ones with no match. So if you're looking for specific things that have no match, then you can click on that. And that's all there is to it. And we're going to go ahead and click submit, and we're going to run this search and see what we can find. So now it's very unlikely that we'll find anything from this search, but you know, Legos at Walmart are very rarely, even if you search the whole category, you might find one or two items that may meet the criteria that I entered, but it is going to give us a good overview of the search box, which we can go over. So it is using the cache. It pulled the product from the cache, which means somebody has already searched for it within the last day, which is how we set it up. It's going to tell you the time of the search, the product number, and what it did. So it skipped it because it didn't meet our filter. So that means it's at least 100% ROI, or it's under 50% ROI, over 100,000 rank, or has more than 50 sellers. So if it meets any of those qualifications, it's going to skip. This one skipped because of the ROI filter. This one skipped because of the sellers filter, which is the same as the first one. So it's skipping because of our second filter, the number of sellers. And then this one skipped because of the ROI filter, and as you can see, most of them are skipping because of the limit on sellers. This one is the Star Wars confidential figure. It was skipped because of the sellers filter, but we can see what's going on. We can see what the search was. It searched it by UPC, when it did it, when it was finished, and then it was skipped. Most of these have been cached because it's a highly searched category. This one was skipped for the ROI filter. And as you can see, that's how it. Alright, so we're going to go over to the View Data page by clicking on View Data, and then the View Data again, and here we are. The first item has popped up. This is all the information it's going to show you. So the first one is the domain, of course, where it was searching. As you do multiple searches on multiple sites, of course, they're all going to come into the same screen. So you can tell where it was found at. So the title is the title at the source, and all of these are all sortable. So this on Walmart.com is the name of it. This one is going to be the title at Amazon. This is going to be the image at the source, and then the Amazon image, of course, is the image at Amazon. They're an exact match. The price is the source price again. And Amazon title, you can look this up at Keepa or Camel. You just click on the little icons, and it's going to take you right to that page. You can also hover over the Keepa graph, and it's going to bring up a preview of the Keepa graph. Or you can do a title search. It's going to search for the title at Amazon and show you all the options in a new page. The next one is the Amazon category. So this is the toys and games category, and this is going to be the ASIN, and this is for the global searching that we've spoken about before. This is going to let you bring up different possible matches, and it's going to change it there. Or you can click on Edit ASIN, and you can change it to whatever ASIN you think it should be. This is the Amazon UPC, and this is the UPC at the source. This is the current buy box price, the FBA calculated price, and what that means is the FBA calculated price is the payout from Amazon. So this is what Amazon's going to pay you after they take all their fees, not counting the costs. So the gross profit is going to leave you with $13.20, and the ROI is 53% on this item. Eligibility for Prime, new sellers, the weight, and what product size it is according to Amazon. This would be a large standard size, and the sales rank is currently 355,000. If you like it, you can give it a heart, add it to your save list, which is what that does. And if you go up here to view data, you can look at the save list. So if we did that, it would then add it to your save list, and you could later on go there. You can also search inside of your list, and you can select any of them you like with a check, this check mark, and you can either save them to your save list, or you can delete them completely off the list. So I just clicked on deleted, and it was deleted. And then if you go over to your save list, we'll have all the items that you've saved. And then you can have, from your save list, you can have folders. So you can select the items, you can move it to a folder, you can create new folders, you can delete the folder, you can copy to those folders, and you can set the column visibility, which will be, I have everything turned on, but you can view whatever it is that you want and turn these off, and they are live, so you can see a preview of it as you do it. And then you can download anything, and you can also update the Amazon prices. So if you click on that, it's going to reprocess everything against Amazon. The Amazon end of the data is only going to be live when you originally found it. So, you know, if you're looking at a week or a day or a month later, the pricing and rank may have changed. So you can reprocess that and have current and active data.